Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Midweek War! I, of course, am your host, Mad Mike, and guess what, boys? It's the M&M crew here to talk to you about honor and some rings.
Yeah. Honor to the rings to the whats, you know how it is. I just realized I'm down here making all these crazy motions when we do the hangout when it's just the two of us. You can't see the other guy in the corner. It just goes back and forth. So I'm doing this for no reason.
Also,
not anymore.
Sorg also told me to turn that thing off. So, I mean,
turn what thing? This thing?
Yeah, turn the little bottom windows that used to be down there. He told me to turn them off. He told me how to do that. So I appreciate you doing the double guns.
Double guns.
Sorg
once. Sorgy gets. Okay. Exactly. That's enough ridiculousness. Woo!
It's mainstream Mad, everybody. It's
you're pounding the mainstream media, cramming Ring of Honor into my brain hole as quickly as possible so we could talk about it here together. And I gotta tell you something, I did not regret it, not one little bit.
This is true. All right. So Matt, what was your one word for this cram session of Ring of Honor?
So many choices. All right, I would do it. Taven. I was so excited to see Matt Taven hobbling out there because, when he got hurt, it hurt me. It hurt me a lot too because I like Taven. I like him a lot. And I was thrilled to see him come out, put that punk Adam Cole in his place, take over the kingdom. Now he's the king. He cuts an underrated promo that Matt Taven does. He's got a lot of charm. I like him a lot. I got a little crush. I got a little crush on Matt Taven. I'm not afraid to admit it, Mike. How are you doing? Why don't you give me a word? What's your word?
Matt wants his MTV.
My word.
Matt's word is heart emoji for Matt Taven.
This thing is off the rails.
My word this week is Twitter.
Mean tweets.
So good. Okay, so Matt, what was your good this week for Ring of Honor?
A lot of options. It was a hell of a show. But I wanted to touch on something because I don't get to watch Ring of Honor as much as I'd like. And I really wanted to give a good to specifically Kevin Kelly and overall just the show as a whole. You know, whenever we complain about Ring of Honor, we kind of have complained about it not being the most episodic viewing experience, but you know what? Kevin Kelly, and like I said, I hadn't been watching in a few weeks, it was just months or so, and Kevin Kelly did a great job. He brought me up to speed. He told me who all the guys were and what they were doing lately. I was caught up like that. And a production decision, no doubt, a Kevin Kelly decision, I guess, but kudos to them because it was a big improvement over the last time I watched Ring of Honor. Felt like a very cohesive, episodic viewing experience, and it kind of makes me want to watch it again.
Okay.
How about you, Mike?
Well, I'm just glad you didn't give credit to Mr. Wrestling 3. I am my
good. All right.
God damn it.
I love Mr. Wrestling 3, but I miss Karina.
My good this week is the All Night fucking Express.
Boom! They're so good.
Oh my god! All right, this was my favorite episode of Ring of Honor I've ever seen, and that's saying a lot because I do not like Ring of Honor that much. But the All Night first we get Cheeseburger coming out. Then we get the All Night Express coming out and destroying Cheeseburger's opponent. And then we get Kenny King and Rhett Titus being entertaining as fuck while reading mean tweets about themselves.
I love it. I freaking loved it. Oh my god. I just loved it. It just, you talk about steering into a skid. It's just so beautiful. Like, what are you gonna do? You're in a tag team division with like the Briscoes and the Young Bucks and the Kazarian and Daniels. What the hell are you gonna do All Night Express?
And the machine guns.
Perfect. Yeah, the guns
and the guns.
Can't forget about Briscoes. And it's just like, And man, they found it. It was something else.
So good.
So
Like,
absurd.
Like at one point, I was hoping we would just get Dark Cheeseburger and he would turn with them. I was really hoping for that, and we get like the Burger King Whopper you see around Halloween time with the black bun. Like that's Dark Cheeseburger. Like that should have been my lower third. Dark Cheeseburger. But yeah, it was just such a fun segment, and Ring of Honor doesn't do fun. But when they do, they get it really, really right. Really right.
Love that moment when Rhett Titus just decides to start undressing in the ring, and
get it.
And for a while, Kenny King's like, okay, you took your shirt off. Show me your abs there, Kenny. Show me your abs there, Red. Good job. And then like the belt comes off, and Kenny's like, what are you doing? You know?
Like you can tell that was kind of just an impromptu choice by Red Titus to take his shirt off. And Kenny just looked back and like, okay, it's off.
No. All right. So with your line of thinking, he followed up the impromptu on-the-spot decision to take off his shirt with an impromptu on-the-spot decision to take off his pants.
Yes.
Just like
as like, one does.
I wore boxers today, you know?
As one does, Matt Carlins. They wrestle in less.
I don't know what kind of ring gear Red Titus is wearing these days. I don't know if he's going full tight. Is he going full short tight? What's he up to?
All right. Shawn Michaels and Triple H played a game of strip poker on Raw. I'm pretty sure we could have had this.
Yeah, I can't say enough good things. That was just a giant leap forward and good for them.
All right, now Matt, before we move on, who does Cheeseburger partner with? And do not say Brutal Bob.
I would never have thought it didn't cross my mind. I don't know. Trying to think of somebody random that they have just kind of sitting around right now.
I have a thought.
Cheeseburger, Jushin Thunder Liger?
No.
The Brothers of the Palm Strike Club?
I have a thought, and I want to hear your thoughts on this.
All right, let's have it.
Moose.
That's not a bad idea.
Moose burgers?
Moose burgers?
Moose burgers?
Cheese moose? Mary Cheese
Sure.
Moose?
Sure.
All right.
Cheese moose. That's where they're gonna go with it.
That's how I would do it.
Cheese moose versus the All Night Express.
They're delicious. Delicious together. Cheese moose.
Oh God! All right, Matt.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. You're welcome.
By the way, that was an ad for WWE's Ride Along on the WWE Network.
You'll hate the first half of it, but once it warms up, it's fantastic. So, where are we? Man.
Did you do your good?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's not fun.
So you're bad then.
Something bad. There wasn't much bad on this show.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get picky and say that even though it's not technically bad, it's too bad Adam Page had to get pinned because I kind of like him.
Yeah.
But hey, someone had to take that pin in that 4-way, and it ain't gonna be Moose.
This is true.
So, that had to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of stay in the same vein and say my bad is the concept of the random 4-way match that they do sometimes. Yeah,
they kind of happens a little bit too much.
Yeah, it doesn't serve a purpose. Like it's not like it's furthering storylines. It's not like it's 4 guys who are involved with each other. Like if Whitmer was involved in that match, and at least you have 2 guys involved in a storyline, but it was kind of like because it was Seidel, Moose, Roddy, and Page.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, their 4 guys aren't really doing anything right now. I don't know. It just bothers me when Ring of Honor does that sometimes. I understand. You gotta fill time. You gotta do some stuff. But I don't know. You could have done where's Caprice Coleman and Will Ferrara? Where are they? Why couldn't they have done something? Especially with what happens later in the night with Prince Nana coming back.
There you go.
With a certain tall individual.
Yeah,
I don't
buddy.
know. Yeah. All right. So Matt, what would you change this week?
There you go. More Dalton Castle. That promo was good. It's too short. I needed more. I need just a little bit more.
This is actually the second weekend.
Dalton Castle is mouthing words to me through my TV screen without saying anything. I get, this show really gets me excited. I have a crush on a lot of Ring of Honor guys right now. Castle, my heart, it's hard.
Yeah. This is actually the second weekend in a row that Dalton Castle's done like a little interstitial promo about not following the rules and stuff like that. You have to watch last week's show, the one he did about he doesn't want the boys exposed to violence. So good. So good. My change this week, I'm going to have to go... I don't like when the random New Japan guys come in for big title shots.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand why they do it. They want to keep the relationship fresh. It gives you a title match on TV. I get that. I just feel there's someone else they could have had to do that besides Goto, because they had to make Goto get distracted like 3 times in order just for him to take a loss. You know what I mean?
Well, Lethal is a bad guy. And, for me, it kind of works. I mean, you bring in these guys, if you're going to bring in these New Japan guys and they're going to lose to your champion, then that's a good thing. That's one less loss one of your main roster guys has to take. So, to me, it ends up serving a purpose, but I get where you're going at.
Yeah.
Goto is not my favorite New Japan guy of all time, but he's fun.
Like, why not Kushida? Kushida versus Lethal, that would have been fun.
That probably would have been fun.
Yeah. Also, I'd like to add a don't change. And that just goes to Taylor Hendricks.
Don't ever change, Tim.
Just don't change. I don't know what you're doing with that outfit that you seem to come out with every week. I'm not sure how that works. I don't want to know the intricacies of women's fashion. I just approve.
I got a second change for you.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
When the House of Truth are making their entrance, you don't drop the lights to black when Taylor Hendricks is posing on the ring apron.
This is true.
You keep the lights on, all right?
Mm-hmm. In fact,
put the spotlight on
turn on. More.
And Jay Lethal can deal with it. He can kind of lean into it, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And Truth can, I don't know, stand in the dark. He'll be fine.
I have to give credit to Truth Martini's selling of Donovan Dijak, kicking him. Like, he was laying prone like a dead squirrel. It was the best thing I've ever seen. Like, he didn't move. And normally, if you get kicked in the face, your arms drop to the side. Nope. Just up.
He's out. On his feet.
Up like he was doing the fucking bend and snap in Legally Blonde.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do the let's rank this dang show here, Mike.
Was there anything we missed? There's an awesome Kaz and Daniels promo talking about the guns.
Yeah.
We also got
really cool interaction between the War Machine and the Briscoes.
Yes,
and they had did the old hey, look what I found. Hey, look, Mark, tag team titles. And then they'll turn around. Oh, these are yours? Oh, well.
Ooh, they'll soon be ours.
This is awkward.
Yeah, but Jesus, if they're building to Briscoes versus War Machine and Machine, they're giving us Machine Guns versus why can I not think of their name?
The Young Bucks.
No, Kaz and Daniels. The
Addiction.
The Addiction, of course. That's why, because I don't have an addictive personality. I kick that habit. Yeah, but we're gonna get that in a couple weeks. They said.
And I would assume we are heading toward All Night Express versus the Bucks.
I just want to see
they were named. They insulted their fluffy boots, and
I just want to see a 6-team fight in Ring of Honor. Like, you put 4 teams on the apron, start 2 in the ring, tornado style. Can we do this?
It would be cool. Someone has to get into get the think tank on like a high concept tag team match that Ring of Honor can pioneer, because they have got the loaded tag team division right now. They've got to come up with a way to kind of get this thing all jumbled up together at the same time and just creates a massive, epic, big mess. And you can have Cheese Moose in on that, and
Redragon.
Redragon.
Yeah.
So you still don't know. That's okay. Neither do I.
No, actually, I forget who it was that explained it to me. Someone did explain why the D and the R are capitalized. And I remember I did forget, but I remember it was a valid. I believe it actually had something to do with Davey Richards.
Oh wow, very interesting.
Yeah, I know someone explained it to me once upon a time, and I was like, okay, that's a valid explanation. I don't know what it is right now. Yes. All right. So yeah, Matt, where do you rank Ring of Honor this week?
I was blown away. It looked awesome. The show looked great. Commentary was great. I was thoroughly entertained almost the whole way through. It's number one. It was a great show. I loved it. How about you?
Son of a bitch. I have it at number one too. I have it at number one. Damn. I was shocked. And y'all know me. I don't do this with Ring of Honor, but Ring of Honor gave me good wrestling, which it always does. And it gave me stories. It gave me things I can latch onto. With the exception of that first match, everything else seemed to have a purpose. Everything else, like cogs are spinning. I can see where things are going. It was fucking good.
Yeah, they did 2 in-ring promo segments. They were both really good as far as my opinion. And they main evented with Lethal versus Goto. So I mean, come on, you can't stop plus, that.
You made me give a shit about Donovan Dijak.
We did it.
We did it. All right.
Stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, Eamon didn't get a chance to watch Ring of Honor this week. He had it defaulted at number 3 because he assumed it's better than Impact. I dare say if Eamon watches this episode, he might think it's better than Lucha.
I think he would have at least had it at number 2 if he would have watched it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Eamon, use your 13% of battery life on your phone because you can't find an outlet in all of Dallas. And maybe you can, hide out behind like the convention center. Maybe they have like something on the outside you can plug into and just watch the rest. You use your last bit of battery power on your iPhone to watch this week's Ring of Honor.
Yes.
Check it out.
Yes, I highly approve of that plan. All right, so Matt, where can the good people of the internet find you?
You can find me on the Twitter at Mainstream Matt with 1 T. And I've got some stuff I've been writing up on WrestlingMayhemShow.com to get you ready for WrestleMania weekend, including the 15 must-see matches of WrestleMania weekend. Hint, they're not all WWE. We cast a wide net, and I'm pretty proud of this list. I think it'll give you guys something to think about, something to talk about within the next 24 hours or so before all the excitement starts down there in Dallas. So, go to WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Check that out.
Alrighty, and you can find me at MadMike4883 on the Twitter machine. Also, go. If you like us talking about it, I bet you'll like me talking about this stuff when it happens live. So Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, I do a live tweet a lot of these shows. Just follow Mayhem Show and look for the hashtag MM for Mad Mike. And sometimes I even get some people who will talk to me. Sometimes it happens. It happens, and sometimes they're pretty important people. I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna name names, but sometimes they're pretty important people. So for Matt Carlins, Mainstream Matt, I'm Mad Mike, and this has been your Midweek War.